blood bags? The ads
Well, you know, Quebec rapes the rest of Canada in terms of money. It's just unbelievable. We have transfer payments and equalization payments, then there's the outright grants that most people don't even see, then there's the interest-free loans, and then there's the Canada Export Development Corporation that guarantees products mostly from Bombardier into the States and then to other parts of the world that they probably will never get paid for. We're looking at hundreds of billions of dollars over the years, hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe as much as $500 billion over the years. Then all of a sudden Ontario wakes up and they say, well, wait a minute, you know, there's something wrong here with the way the money's divided for health care. How come Quebec, with 7.2 million people, gets all this money, and Ontario, with 12 million people, gets proportionately so much less? So, you know, you can screw everybody for just so long, but at one point someone's going to wake up and do the math. So they changed the way they apportioned health care money federally. But not to take away the largesse that Quebec has enjoyed over the rest of Canada for so many years. They gave Quebec the same amount of money. But they decided healthcare should be apportioned on a per capita basis. And how else would you do it anyways? So if you've got 12 million people, and if everyone's going to get $1, so Ontario should get $12 million. And if Quebec has 7 million people, and everyone gets $1, then Quebec should get $7 million. I mean, it doesn't cost more to take care of health care in Quebec than it does in Ontario, or PEI for that matter, or person to person. So that's how the federal government decided to reapportion the distribution of health care dollars. What happened right away is that Ontario all of a sudden got 25% more than it was getting in the past. Quebec ran with this. And Quebec had these blood bag ads and chocolate cake ads. But this was a blood bag, a full-page ads in all the papers, French and English, in Quebec. And it showed a big bag, this size, with Ontario, and a bag 25% smaller for Quebec. Showing that Quebec is getting screwed out of 25% of its health care funds. It was a lie. Quebec was getting as much as it got before. If anybody should have been screaming, it should have been people from Ontario saying, wait a minute, you've been screwing us for 30 years. You've been giving all this extra money to Quebec and so much less to us when it's Ontario that pays the freight for all of Canada anyways. But when I saw these ads, I looked and said, no, this isn't right. I said, how can the Montreal Gazette run this? It's a lie. How can La Presse or now Montreal, Le Devoir, how can they run these ads? These are lies. It's not even a distortion. It's an outright lie. It's the kind of propaganda that would make a communist or a fascist blush. So I sued them. I sued all of them. I sued the Quebec government. I sued the Gazette, La Presse, the Journal Montréal, Le Devoir. I went after all of them. I want a full retraction. This isn't right. Then all of a sudden the Gazette starts writing editorials saying, well, the ads are a lie. Well, fine, Mr. Gazette. If the ads are a lie, why did you publish them? How can you willingly, knowingly publish a lie? So what, you get $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 for your full page? So for a couple of bucks you're willing to lie? To cheat the people of all of Canada, but specifically the Anglos of Quebec again? For a couple of bucks? Well, we won the suit. Then the Advertising Council said, we're not allowed to publish the fact that we won it. It's remarkable. But guess who had a radio show with a huge audience? And guess who didn't give a damn what the Advertising Council said? So everybody retracted, and the Quebec government said, so what? C'est pas grand-chose. But they lied, they cheated, and the Anglos aided and abetted them. The Montreal Gazette for a couple of bucks. That's what your freedom's worth in Quebec.